Hello everybody. Well, I've started doing some rewiring in here. Just made a little quick start at it. I don't know if you can see the breaker panel here very well, but I've got a new wire running up here, and it's going up into the bedroom. Can't really see that. Then it comes out of there and it goes to this outlet, and then it kind of goes around here and feeds the other outlet in the bedroom up here, goes back out, goes down that way, and it runs into the pump area and then up to the other bedroom, and also to the light switch and the lighting of the cellar here. The only change I'm going to make is when it runs up to the light switch for the cellar, I'm going to cut it off there. And the cellar is going to get its own breaker, and the pump is going to get its own breaker. So that'll make it a little bit better. I also put an air valve on this thing because I used to have to take this plug out and bleed all the water out because it would get waterlogged because the old valve went bad years ago. So I replaced that, and now I don't have to do that anymore. Here's the old plug here. So, yeah, we're starting to make a little progress. And the other thing I like about this place is most, if not all, of the wiring is done down here in the cellar. It's like instead of going through the walls like a lot of houses, it goes up into the outlet, back down, and continues on. You know, so it'll make it really easy to replace this wiring. So, of course, I gotta redo this too. The original wire in this house was 12 gauge. I bought 12-2 wire right here, and looks like the original wire in here was 12 gauge as well. So that's good. At least I wired it right. It's just getting really old, and plus over here, you can see got some fraying going on right here on this one. It's not good. And plus I gotta change this fascia board out here, I think, because you can see it's rotted. You can see daylight right there. I gotta change that somehow. The beams are all okay. It's just that one fascia board. So yep, that's that down here. Okay, we're at the top of the stairs now. I also want to put a light in here because there was never a light up in here. See, there's the light switch. You can't even see it, but there's a light switch in there for the cellar lights. And it gets really dark in here, so I want to put a light up here. And of course, I had to knock a hole in the wall to get to that box, but I got to replace this wall anyway because the former tenant did that. So it's going to have to be all replaced. I'm going to insulate this anyway. A lot of people are saying I should use blown-in insulation. It's a good idea, but the thing with that is I've heard it'll settle over time. So, you know, it might, you know, when you first put it in, it'll be up to the top of the ceiling, but as over the years, it'll settle down, and then you're left with like the top half of the wall uninsulated. So I'm just gonna do fiberglass, I think, because you know somebody was telling me that the cellulose insulation has a higher R value than fiberglass, but we're talking about 2x4 walls here, so the thickness of the wall is what matters. So whether it's fiberglass or cellulose, it's going to be about the same. Yeah, so in here, all I gotta do is find my wrecking bar so I can pull this baseboard out. And I'm gonna try to reuse everything I can. I'm gonna try to save the, you know, I don't want to break anything because I'm trying not to spend a whole lot of money doing this. I already spent like $130 on the wiring yesterday, so I think that's all the wiring I'll need. But if not, I can always get more. But so far we're doing pretty good. And you know, sheetrock is relatively cheap. The insulation is going to be expensive. That's about $15 a roll, and I figure maybe 3 rolls will do this room. I'm just roughly estimating. So if 3 rolls will do that room, maybe 4 or 5 will do this, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to need at least 15 to 20 rolls, maybe. I don't know. I'm just estimating. I might not even need that much. I have no clue. So it's going to add up, but I have money put aside for that I've been getting from the rent from this place, so I do have a little bit of money to spend on that. And also, I was going to put a vent-free heater in here, but the propane company called me last night and told me that they can't hook up the propane with the vent-free heater as the primary source of heat. So I'm thinking of just having them inspect this one and, you know, get that one going, because I can't afford a new heating system right now. That's why I was going with the vent-free, because it's cheap. So we'll have to see how that goes. So as I progress with the wiring and stuff, I'll keep putting updates up. Hopefully you find this somewhat interesting. And thanks for watching. Hello guys, we're back here at it again. Actually, I'm all done for the day, but I just wanted to show what I've been doing. I finished wiring up the lights for the cellar here. I've got 2 new circuits, well, 1 new actually. These 2 new wires coming out of the box here. This one I did last week. It was going up to the bedrooms, and then I got a separate one which is going all the way around here and over there. Originally we had 1 circuit going up into the bedroom here, coming down, and then kind of going this way, but now I got 2 wires because I wanted to have a separate circuit for the cellar. So this is the bedroom one. This is going up into the other bedroom, and it's going down this way. And where did I put it? And it's going up into the front bedroom here. And the separate one is coming off over here. And I had to put a new box in here because the original one was too small. I had to make this into a junction box, because originally there was an old junction box right here. It looks like somebody just spliced it here and went to the cellar lighting. But I got that all done. So now we have lights, and I just gotta eventually replace this old wiring that's going this way. And I've also got some extra light fixtures over here. I don't know where this one came from, but this is a lot newer than the ones that are here. Got some new old stock ones that have never even been used, and I want to put those on this side of the beam here, like, because those ones are on that side facing that way, and I want to put the other ones over here so we got some light on this side. I think that was the original plan, but my grandparents never got around to it, because they obviously had the lights there, they just never got around to putting it in. So that's the story with the wiring. I spent all day over here. I spent probably a good 45 minutes on that box over there, and I still gotta tie this wire in here. So everything looks good over here. I've got here's all the stuff that I ripped out. It's gonna all go in the trash. There's an old junction box right there, and it looks weird, the difference in the color temperature from over here to over there, because I got the incandescent bulb hanging there. And here on the bench we have the original pump. It's an old piston style. Still spins. I want to get it all nice and restored up. Here they do make rebuild kits for them, so I want to I don't really know how you work on it, but I'm gonna start to look up some videos on YouTube because this did work. But the other attendants that were in here made me rip it out because they thought there was something wrong with it when it just needed a new point actually. Put this in, but that thing's way cooler, I think. I don't know if I ever did a video on this thing before. This sort of works. The motor will work, but when you go to engage the drive system, it doesn't work. It sounds like something's stripped out in it. That's probably why they stopped using this. But it's pretty cool. It's an old Montgomery Ward's Ring-O-Matic. Eventually, someday down the road, I might tinker with that because it's really cool. And this, you're hearing here, this paint is kind of coming up off the floor a little bit from getting wet. Then I'll eventually repaint it probably. It's coming up in little sections here. Yeah, that's where we stand. I'm gonna wrap this wiring job up, and then we'll go on to doing insulation again. And the propane people came last week and hooked up the stove, so now at least we got heat in here. So that's always nice. I'm gonna eventually get a new heater set up. It's probably gonna go on this wall because I'm gonna get a direct vent. Let's see, it feels like it's going right now. Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, pretty cool. So anyway, that's the update. The update for now, and hope you enjoyed. I just actually came over here to pick up my water bottles because I left them over here. I figured I'd film a video while I was over here. So oh, by the way, doesn't this chair scream 50s right here? Don't know if I showed that before. Anyway, take care, guys.